See, that shit I be talking about. Y'all niggas be so fake. The whole world was just called this man Rich Homie Quan a rat. Soon as he died, oh, that was my friend. I love him.
Yo.
But y'all niggas so goddamn fake riders, bad. Woo!
He ain't never lied about that.
Risk my life to give you documentations, girl.
Oh my God, do. Somebody please say it ain't so. There's new evidence coming out about Rich Homie Quan's death. They're insinuating that it was foul play involved. The police phone call that was made by his girlfriend, it seems like she ain't been keeping it 100. There's a lot that led up to that phone call. They're saying Rich Homie Quan was found unresponsive in the kitchen with food in his mouth. His brother picked up the body and dragged him to the couch. His girlfriend woke up in the morning seeing him on the couch, took the kids to school, and came back and dealt with the situation. So it's a possibility that they knew that he was dead way before the phone call, but got all their ducks in a row. They knew they would be on the recorded line. She put a blanket over his body before she took the kids to school so they wouldn't have to see or deal with anything that was going on with Quan. His brother found him in the kitchen, unresponsive, on the floor with food in his mouth, didn't try to kick him, didn't try to wake him up, didn't try to shake him, didn't try to ask him what was going on. Quan, what did you eat that was so good that made you pass out on the kitchen floor? Can I get a slice of that? He didn't even bother to get a response from this man. He just dragged him to the couch. No blanket, no nothing. They took a blanket and covered up his body, took the kids to school. We about to get into this, man, and I don't mean no disrespect by this. I'm just giving y'all the news the same way it was given to me. Let's get into it. I want to give a special shout out to the beautiful Sonia E for hitting me off with this news. New details emerged regarding Rich Homie Quan's death. The legendary rapper died last week following an alleged overdose. It's almost been 1 week since Rich Homie Quan has passed at the age of 33 following a rumored overdose. However, Atlanta police released an incident report on Wednesday, September 11th, with new details from the investigation into the rapper's death. Lamar's brother, Andre Mumford, said he found the walk-through emcee asleep in the kitchen around 3 a.m., the witch's hour, dead in the middle of the kitchen. ET per report. According to Channel 2 Action News, the officer noted, he advised me that it was very unusual because he had food in his mouth. He lifted him up and put him on the sofa. So he found him dead with food in his mouth and didn't try to wake him up so he can get up on his own, kick him. He dragged him from the kitchen to the couch. That sounds like foul play to me. It sounds like somebody just discarded his body like he was some leftover food, man. Lamar's girlfriend Amber Williams saw him laying in the living room of their Atlanta home, presumably asleep, before she left to take the children to school at 6:45 a.m. When she returned home, she took a nap, woke up around 11 a.m., and went to check on him. She touched his body, noticed it was cold, and notified the local authorities. So they've been playing hot potato with his body all night, and someone finally decided to call the police and get Quan some help. If he's on the kitchen floor, sleeping, or whatever the case is, I'm not dragging a grown man all the way to the sofa that can get up on his own. He had food in his mouth. Nobody thought he could have choked, strangled, OD'd. They act like it was common for him to not be breathing. He was then rushed to Grady Memorial Hospital by paramedics when doctors pronounced him dead. Williams shared on her Instagram stories on Saturday. The memory of finding him unresponsive traumatized her. Our house is no longer home. I'm completely heartbroken. 15 years gone. What about his brother, the one that dragged him from the kitchen to the sofa and just left him there? Didn't put a cover over him or nothing. She said when she found him, he was cold. The responding officer wrote in the report, while on scene, I did not observe any foul play. Mr. Lamar did not appear to be alert, conscious, or breathing. Ms. Williams advised me that Mr. Lamar did not have any medical or underlying diseases. This officer really don't give a damn. It's another day at the office for this dude. He went over there, another dead body. He went on about his day.
I'm going to stay on the line with you, okay?
Okay.
Amber 911, operator 7214. What is the location of your emergency?
All right, you need police, fire, or ambulance?
I need an ambulance.
Tell me exactly what happened.
My boyfriend, he's been asleep on the couch since this morning. Well, he never came to bed last night. Sleep on the couch. I left him on the couch before I took my son to school this morning, put a blanket over him. And now I just checked on him again because he never got up. I don't feel a heartbeat. I don't see him breathing.
You said, hold on, you said on the couch, and what happened?
I said I put a cover over him because it gets a little cool. He's in the living room. And now I just checked on him because I see he never got up. And I don't see him breathing. I don't feel...
It seemed like they got a full house. I seen videos of how it go down at Quan's house, and he got people everywhere. Big fat white dude, brother, girlfriends, kids. Ain't no telling who else is there or who else is in and out the crib. So he's just there unresponsive. People stepping over his body. People going in the kitchen, fixing sandwiches. Oh, Quan on the floor with food in his mouth. Oh, well, he'll get up. He's just a junkie. That's the way they treated him. Like he's just a junkie. He gonna do what he want to do. Nobody really cared. Quan just being Quan. Now he's no longer here. These people got to ask themselves some questions. How come they wasn't more attentive to this man? And how could you live with a junkie? Why? Because he had revenue coming in. As long as he was footing the bill, he could do whatever he wanted to do. As long as there's food in the refrigerator, nobody cared. Yeah, it's food in the refrigerator, but it was also food in his mouth when he was laid out on the kitchen floor, and all they did was drag him to the couch, put a blanket over him, and wait hours and hours to realize that he was dead.
Heartbeat or anything, and I turned him over. I see he kind of foamed at the mouth.
I'm sorry, are you saying he's not breathing? Is that correct? I'm not hearing you.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. If there's
Yes.
a defibrillator available, send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
What the fuck is that?
Is there a what?
If there's a defibrillator available,
Defibrillator.
send someone to get it now and tell me when you have it.
I'm not sure what that is.
What is a defibrillator? We're going to have to Google this, man. Okay, ain't no bigbooty.com on there, so we good. Let me see. She said defibrillator. What's that? Defibrillator? Defibrillator. What is that? I don't know what that is, man. I'm not gonna waste that much time trying to find it neither, but that's crazy.
Okay, I'm sending the paramedics to help you now. Stay on the line and I'll tell you exactly what to do next.
Okay.
I need to know about how old he is.
He's 34.
33. She didn't even know how old he was.
Okay, are you right by him now?
Yes.
Okay, please put your phone on speaker so your hands are free to help.
Can I add his dad to the call? He's trying to call me back because I called him first before I called you.
Okay, so we need to help your boyfriend now. Okay, listen.
She wanted to start a three-way call. Put his dad on the line, like that's going to help Quan get to breathing. As soon as they all join forces like the Power Rangers, that's when Quan going to get up and do his thing. One more time. I'm trying to understand how this even makes sense, man.
So carefully lay him flat on his back on the floor and remove anything under his head.
He is not waking up. Quick.
Ma'am?
Yes.
Okay, you gotta get him to the floor. Lay him flat on his back on the floor and remove anything under his head.
Flat on his back on the floor?
Yes, ma'am.
Help me.
What's Dre?
He's not here.
They knew he was dead before they made the phone call. She wasn't the only one over there. Whoever homie is in the background, he's sitting there watching Quan's dead body while she on the phone, giving her explanation of how everything went down. It seemed like they only called the cops for an alibi. They knew they would be on the recorded line. Now, I'm not saying that she had something to do with it or anybody in the house has something to do with it, but it's starting to look like they had something to do with it a little bit at least. You know a dead body when you see a dead body. Just think about being in your household and someone you love is unresponsive. You find somebody that you live with or somebody that you lived with in the kitchen, in the middle of the kitchen with food in their mouth, laid out, passed out. You going to drag them to the couch or you going to try to wake them up? Kick them? Help them? Ask them what the hell is going on? What did you eat that was so good that made you pass out in the kitchen? Was it devil's cake? They didn't care. She didn't care when she left to take the kids. And you figure she don't want her kids to see what the hell is going on. So get them out the door. Take them to school and come back and deal with this. Put a blanket over his face. Take the kids to school. Come back home and deal with the situation. That's what it sounds like to me. I don't know about what it sounds like to y'all. And I know this is a sensitive subject. I'm not trying to make comedy out of this. Y'all need to leave a comment and let me know how y'all feel about this. But I'm just trying to make it make sense. I've been doing a little bit of research on Quan, and it seems like he always had a full house, people around him, people in his company, people all within his residence. He didn't live alone. I could see if it was just him and the dog and somebody came by to check on him and he was unresponsive, and that would make sense. But seeing how he lived with his baby moms, his kids, his brother, his friends, and people dragging him from the kitchen to the couch and putting blankets over his body and then calling the police way after the fact is very, very suspicious to me. But I don't know all the details, man. All I can go off is these reports that's being put out on the internet. And all I can do is give y'all my allegations, speculations, the way I feel about it. I don't know all the details. Y'all let me know how y'all feel about it, man. Make sure y'all do me a favor. I want y'all to say a prayer for Quan and his family. Rest in peace to him. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. Also hit that notification button and let me know what y'all think about this in the comment section. And for all you beautiful ladies out there, y'all already know I risk my motherfucking life.
Risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl. I risk my life to give you documentations, girl.
Sean got the jocks. I'm keeping it funky like some socks. Ponytail with the box, and my cell phone look like a box. Try not to get shell shocked when I start busting out the docs. I got secret videotapes of your mom cussing out your pops. All over a box of corn pops. This rhythm got your pop.